Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and guys welcome to another important video. So now guys, if you are preparing for the examination of RBI but for the year 2024, what should be your strategy with respect to current affairs for the examination? Because if I talk about when I am making this video, the examination cycle of 2023 is running. So what should be the best method which you should adopt for preparation of the current affairs for the 2024 examination? And for that, what I have done is, because I have talked to lot of students and one common queries that I'm getting, so I have now taken out all these queries and I will be addressing them one by one. But before we talk about these queries, guys, I just wanted to give you a glimpse of this comprehensive guidebook that we have prepared for you. This guidebook will help you in each and every aspect of the examination because the new detailed syllabus is provided here. Along with that, guys, if I talk about the sources to cover this syllabus are defined here, and at the last but the most important thing, PYQs. Yes, guys, you will be getting the PYQs here. And the most important thing, this guidebook is absolutely free, so you can download it from the link that is given in the description below. ठीक है जी, तो सारी चीजें आपके पास हैं, सिलेबस, सोर्सेज और आपके PYQs. चलिए अब हम लोग स्टार्ट करते हैं फ्रॉम द क्वेरी नंबर 1. सो एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम व्हेन आई एम मेकिंग द वीडियो, द मोस्ट कॉमन क्वेरी आई एम गेटिंग इज, shall I start preparing current affairs now if I am preparing for the examination of 2024? And my answer is very simple, guys. It's clear cut no. At this point of time, if you are aspiring for the year 2024, you should not start reading current affairs. Now from here comes my second query. If not now, then what should be the right time when I should start reading current affairs? What's the right timeline here? So the timeline here is, guys, if I talk about, you go through the current affairs when the recruitment cycle of 2023 is over. That's the point number 1 you should note down, because if you look at the examination, ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको कुछ भी पढ़ने बैठ जाना है. There is a proper systematic structure is here. So you should read the current affairs after the examination cycle for the year 2023 is over. Before that, you should not pick the current affairs. Now the next thing is, guys, then how many months of current affairs shall I prepare if I am preparing after this recruitment cycle? The answer here again is that, guys, based on the analysis of past 5 years examination, I will say for phase 1 the desirable coverage will be 5 months, from which the last 3 months are the most important here. Because if I talk about the examination, almost your 80% of the paper is coming from the past 5 months, which means majority of current affairs. This is the desirable plan. Then talking about the phase 2 of the examination, your desirable plan, the desirable coverage should be 8 months, from which last 6 months are the most important one. And if I talk about from the past 3 year examination, in the 8 months, almost your 90% of paper is coming. You can say 85 to 90% on a higher side, the paper is coming from this 8 months. This tells us that this is the required timeline that you should start preparing current affairs for the examination. Now if I talk about these dates should be considered from 1 week before the examination. These dates should be taken out. Okay, now the next important query that the students ask me is that, sir, from where to start reading current affairs? Because you have defined the timeline, but important thing is there are many sources available here. What sources shall I pick? Guys, I always say that, see, if I talk about the sources here I have given the prominent sources from which the questions are being asked. The top of all is PIB. From here you can see the questions from schemes are being asked. Okay, the questions from ESI current affairs are being asked. The questions from general awareness are being asked. So your prime important source that you must follow should be PIB. After that, if I talk about in terms of newspapers, which newspapers you can read, these are the list of newspapers which I have given you here. Now you might be feeling terrified or might be feeling feared. Sir, do we need to read all these 4 newspapers? The answer is no here, guys. Pick here a smart thing here. So complement PIB, either one among these two, either with Hindu or either with Indian Express. But majorly I always say the Hindu part is the important one here. Then the second part here will be your from Live Mint or Business Standard. These both are the financial newspapers. So your finance related news could be covered from either of these newspapers. That could be either Live Mint or either it could be Business Standard. So I will be saying to you guys that here the important thing here be complement PIB either with these two newspapers, one among these or one among these. तो इनके साथ आप PIB को complement कीजिए. And last but not the least will be the RBI website, because if you are preparing for the RBI Grade B Manager, you should be thorough about the RBI website, because it will be helping you in not just the phase 1 of the examination but also in phase 2 as well as in the interview stage. Now, if you look at all the sources, the most common problem you guys will be facing is the filtration of a news here, because there are lot of news that are circulating that will be there in the sources, but the point is which one shall I read, which one shall I leave. So for that, I always say, if you cannot follow the sources, read the compilations. So what we have done for you guys, we have covered all these things in 4 compilations. These are not 4 current affairs booklet. These are basically a single current affair, which is a very big superset, which has been divided in the subsets. First one is your schemes tab. So your schemes from either from PIB, Hindu, Livemint, they are covered here in your schemes tab document. That is one-stop solution for your schemes. Then for reports, guys, all the reports are covered here under your reports tab document. Then guys, the current affairs except schemes and reports related to GA, ESI, finance, they are covered in your current tab magazine. And then is your RBI news tab, your one-stop solution to the coverage of RBI website. So you can read other compilations also, but I have just given you a brief about the compilations that we are providing to you. Now is the next query here. I just told you that you can skip the newspapers or skip these sources, but again the query comes to the mind is, shall I completely leave these sources? मुझे पढ़ना ही नहीं है, मुझे छोड़ दूं इसको बिल्कुल ही? Answer here again is no. You should not completely leave the newspapers. You should start reading editorials. That's the point that is important. But they should be those editorials which are related to the syllabus. So the syllabus, as I have told you, you can download the guidebook. The link is given. So from there, you should have a proper understanding about the syllabus that is defined in the notification with respect to ESI and finance. If there is an editorial which is talking about the social justice or the senior citizens benefit the government is performing, that's important. But if it's an editorial talking about the sports editions, they are not that much relevant. So point here is you have to read the newspapers, but the editorials should be related to the syllabus. Okay, Ji, now address this query. Now let's talk about the next common doubt you have in your mind, that is, what should be my priority when I start reading current affairs? Because sources तक हो गया, सर क्या मैं phase 1 के लिए अलग पढ़ूं या phase 2 के लिए different पढ़ूं? The answer here is quite simple, guys. There is no separate preparation for phase 1 and phase 2. You have to start preparing phase 1 and phase 2 in an integrated manner. Now, what does the meaning of integrated manner is all about? If I talk about the previous year examination, so I bifurcate the current affairs into 3 parts of GA, ESI and finance. For ESI and finance, the syllabus is defined. For GA, the syllabus is not defined. So these are the 3 parameters on which the questions are being asked. If I talk about the overall examination, these questions from ESI and finance, they can be asked in the phase 1 also. For example, they can ask a question with related to RBI initiative that have been discussed. They could be asked in phase 1. Similarly, they could be asked in phase 2. So which means if you are reading that specific news, that could be asked in phase 1 and phase 2. If I give you another example, talking about schemes here. So schemes again, they could be asked in phase 1. They could be asked in phase 2. So which means again, they are relevant for both phase 1 and phase 2. Now, which simplifies the thing that I'm explaining to you is that an integrated preparation is required for both phase 1 and phase 2 of the examination. If I talk to you about the previous year examination of RBI, so guys, there were around 66 questions that were being asked from the current affairs. And out of these 66 questions, there were around 40 to 43 questions that were being asked from ESI and finance, which means the current affairs, almost your 70% of the current affairs that have been asked, they could be tackled from the preparation that you're preparing for phase 2. So again, I am concluding this point. There is no separate preparation for phase 1 and phase 2. They have to be prepared simultaneously for the examination. Okay ji, now is the next thing. I've told you have to prepare it in an integrated manner. But then again, the question is, what should be my priority order? Shall I start reading general awareness, awards, sports? Shall I start reading those things? Or shall I start reading scheme? What should be my priority order here? So guys, the priority order, if I talk about when you are preparing for the examination, when this recruitment cycle got over, okay? In this priority order, I am talking you at this point of time, if you are just going through the documents. So what should be the priority order? You should first talk about those topics which are inclined towards both phase 1 and phase 2, as I've just explained you. So these are schemes, ESI current affairs, RBI notifications, finance current affairs, and our reports and indices. So this should be prepared on priority basis, and then is your general awareness. The priority here should be low. Now you must be wondering, sir, क्या मजाक कर रहे हो? General awareness तो आता है phase 1 में. But guys, remember one thing. I told you when you are initially starting the preparation, ठीक है, you do not know the exam date. और जनरली ऐसा नहीं है कि आपका रिक्रूटमेंट साइकिल खत्म होने के बाद 3 महीने के बाद ही आपका पेपर हो जाएगा. They give you some certain specific time. So to get imbibed to the current affairs, you should basically have an understanding of those current affairs which could be relevant, which should relevant up for phase 1 and phase 2 of the examination. And if you are preparing current affairs when only 5 months or let's say 3 months are left, then the logic will be GA should be first, then it should be ESI current affairs, finance current affairs, schemes, RBI notification, and reports. Then the priority will change. That is 5 months before the examination. But before that, guys, for basic understanding, this should be a priority order that you should follow, because if I talk about the phase 2 of the examination, ESI objective, it is an examination heavily dominated by schemes. So the schemes you should have a basic understanding. और ये सबको डर लगता है, तो पहले आप scheme से ही यहाँ पे start कीजिए. Have a basic understanding of the schemes here. Now let's talk about these things one by one. I have told you the priority order, but how you should follow this priority order. First of all, how to approach the schemes. This is the most common query I always got from a student is कि सर कैसे पढ़े, बहुत लेंथी है, कुछ पढ़ा ही नहीं जा रहा, क्या करूं? मैं आपको बताता हूं बेसिक चीज. जब भी आपने डॉक्यूमेंट स्टार्ट किया, you should read the schemes irrespective of ministry, because that's the most common mistake a student make. He always start reading current schemes that is from the thing कि हम लोग selected ministries पढ़ते हैं. सिलेक्टेड मिनिस्ट्रीज नहीं पढ़नी, आपको हर स्कीम पढ़ने जो न्यूज में आती है, बिकॉज द एग्जामिनर कैन आस्क यू द क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम दैट स्कीम्स. इट माइट बी लॉन्च्ड इन 2014, 2010, 2012, बट इट विल बी सीन इन न्यूज. दैट्स पॉइंट नंबर 1. But the second point here is, guys, yes, there are some important ministries. If the scheme of that is seen in news, you should read it really, really thoroughly, and they are very important. What are these ministries now? So these ministries are, if I go by here, they are Ministry of Finance, Social Justice, Housing and Urban Affairs, Women and Child Development, Labor and Employment, Forest, Agriculture, Rural Development. Then is Health and Family Welfare and Education, because you might be feeling that, sir, health education to have been removed, but why you are asking us to remove this? Why you are asking us to cover this thing? Guys, the answer is simple here. They have given you a broad parameter, which is by the name of social justice. And remember one thing, justice is not just about the social initiatives. Even health and education is also providing kind of social benefits. So this is a broad parameter under which health and education will also be a part here. Now, again, I'm repeating one thing here, guys. You do not have to cover each and every scheme of these ministries. Neither you should leave the schemes of other ministries. It's a combination. Yes, these schemes or schemes of these ministries should be given a priority, but the point is they should be seen in news. If it is in news, then there's a probability they will ask a question from these specific schemes in the examination. Now, how to read a scheme? For that, we will say, guys, you should go with these dimensions. This is the dimension from which a question has been asked in the examination. They will ask you a question to identify that specific scheme. For that, guys, you should have a basic understanding. You should know about the nodal ministry of a scheme, type of a scheme, aim and objective of a scheme, the eligible beneficiaries, key features, current development, and if a scheme has been restructured or amalgamated, that you should have an understanding. If I give it to you an example here, you can see the question from a previous year examination that has been asked, that was asked in the year 2022. So this is a question that has been asked, guys. The question was with respect to day scheme, acronyms, that's with respect to identification of a scheme. Then there was a question with respect to Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, which is basically asking you about the aims and objective of that specific scheme, which means these dimensions, if you cover, guys, okay, that could be your solution with respect to the coverage of a scheme. Okay, then after that, the next thing is, guys, with respect to reports, what should be your approach here now? With respect to reports, guys, I will be saying the basic approach is, first of all, you should be able to understand which report is relevant for the examination and which report is not relevant for the examination. Now here, if you look at behind me, I have given you a proper priority order with respect to reports, how you should approach these reports. If a report is being released by international or national organization and they are related to this syllabus, they are very, very important for both phase 1 and phase 2 of the examination, which means these reports should be given the priority when you are reading the reports document initially. That's the point number 1. Second is, if there is a report which is released by a private organization and it is related to syllabus, then that specific report is moderately important for phase 1 and phase 2 of the examination, which tells us that here it's priority number 2 to be given here. Now guys, when the last 5 months come, initial months जब आते हैं phase 1 से पहले, तब आपको reports पढ़नी है of private organizations which are related, are not related to syllabus, ठीक है, and they are relevant only for the phase 1 of the examination. phase 2 में क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछा जाता. तो क्या अब आपको ये reports 1 year back, 2 year back पढ़नी है? बिल्कुल नहीं, because the questions are not being asked. The questions from these reports are generally being asked from those reports, ठीक है, जो कि desirable months मैंने आपको starting में बोले थे 5 months. वहां पे आपको ये लास्ट वाला रिपोर्ट पढ़ना है. अदरवाइज the priority should be given to the reports released by international and national organization. And if I talk about your reports document, guys, ठीक है, मैंने reports tab की बात की, वहां पे there is a clear cut definition of these things, and this is clearly, these things are covered in such a structured manner that it will become really easy for you to understand these specific reports here. Now if I talk about what's the dimension you should cover in a report, the basic dimensions are, you should be able to understand who is releasing that report. About the report, you should be able to understand the parameters of a report, the addition of a report, whether it is an annual report or a biannual report, that you should be able to understand. And then is the rankings and key findings. So rankings like global ranking or India specific ranking, you should be able to understand, and the key findings, global finding or India specific finding, you should be able to understand about a report. Along with that, I will add one point here, that's with respect to recommendations. So these recommendations, if it's a report which is focusing on India, their recommendations are important, okay, because they can be asked in the phase 2 of the examination. That's a point to be remembered here, okay. If I just show you this one example also, you can see a question that has been asked in the 2022 examination with respect to state of world's forest report. So in first question they have asked that who is the releasing body, that is the releasing body here. Then is the global finding, the question was asked on the geographical area that's being covered at global level. So the question is being asked, can be tackled from your, the point number 2, that's the percentage, that's the global finding is here. Along with that, what are the important reports which are clearly defined in the notification should be covered, but the point is their latest edition should be covered. That are Union Budget, Economic Survey, RBI Annual Report, Financial Stability Report, World Economic Outlook, Trends and Progress of Banking in India Report. Now again you will be feeling terrified कि सर इतने reports तो फिर पढ़ने कैसे होगा, ठीक है, मैं बताऊंगा एंड में कैसे होगा. But the point is, these are the reports which are clearly defined in the notification. But the guys point here is important is, you should always read the latest budget and economic survey or latest report that is released before the examination. That's a key here that you should remember. तो इनको आप लोग एंड में पढ़ो, स्टार्टिंग में नहीं. That's the point you should note down. Now the next question is, what about current affairs? Because we have discussed about the things, schemes, reports. Now is the current affairs with respect to GA, ESI and finance. So guys, I always say here the prime thing will be you should be thorough with the syllabus here. ठीक है, with respect to ESI and finance current affairs, you should be thorough with the syllabus here. Okay, and if I talk about the thoroughness of the syllabus, again I will be repeating, गाइड बुक है ना, तो वहां से आपको सिलेबस तो अच्छी तरह याद हो जाएगा. बट नाउ आई हैव डन दिस थिंग इजी फॉर यू. व्हाट आई हैव डन हियर इज आई हैव बेसिकली illustrate the topics here also which are being defined in your notification. So ESI current affairs में आपको कौन सी न्यूज पढ़नी है? आपको न्यूज पढ़नी है जो कि रिलेट करती है with respect to social justice, सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट एंड एनवायरमेंटल इश्यूज, एम्प्लॉयमेंट, जेंडर इश्यूज. ठीक है, इंडियन पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम को आप एंड में रख सकते हो. ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट, ग्लोबलाइजेशन, मॉनेटरी एंड फिस्कल पॉलिसी, ग्रोथ, एग्रीकल्चर, health and education. Again I will say they are important. You should not leave this thing, the thing I have explained to you, because they are again a subset of the social justice component. Then industrial development and social structure. So these are the topic lists. You should always note it down whenever you are going through any source newspaper. Note down this list और इससे आप उन न्यूज को शॉर्टलिस्ट कर सकते हो. With respect to finance, guys, this is the topics that are defined in your syllabus from which the questions are asked from current affairs. They are primary and secondary market, banking system in India, fintech, financial inclusion, RBI functions, and recent development in financial sector. Then with respect to GA, because here there is no definition of the topics. But here, guys, based on the analysis of past 5 years examination, we have shortlisted the topics that you should read when you are filtering out a news. They are by the name of first day news, government initiatives, agreements, summits, science and tech, defense, environment, sports, awards, days in news, books and authors, places in news, fairs and festivals, appointments, persons in news और miscellaneous. तो ये टैग्स आपको डिफाइन करते हैं विद रिस्पेक्ट टू जनरल अवेयरनेस. Now is the next important thing here, guys. That is the point here, how to read RBI notification. Now we have read each and everything, but what about RBI notification? So guys, when you go to the RBI website, now there are kind of things that is press release, notification. So you should read these two things, press release and notification. ठीक है जी. अब आपको यहाँ पे क्या मिलेगा? You will be first of all should read the important circulars or notifications for which an updation or some amendment has been made by RBI. For example, in terms of let I give you an example here. Let's say for urban cooperative banks, RBI enhanced the limit. So that notification you should read here, that what are the changes that have been made, what are the things that have been made, that you should be able to understand here. ठीक है जी. इसके अलावा दूसरा इंपॉर्टेंट चीज आपको याद रखनी, that are the important terms here. Because in RBI you do not have to refer only about the data. You should be also thorough about the terms that have been discussed here. If I come back to the same example here, so it's not about the recent amendment that you should remember. You should also be able to know about what are these urban cooperative banks. What actually are urban cooperative banks, under which act they are working. ये चीज भी आपको पता होनी चाहिए. That's the thing you should, that's how you should approach the RBI notifications. ठीक है. डर लग रहा है, डू नॉट वरी गाइस, कृतिका मैम है आपके पास. कृतिका मैम इज ऑलवेज ब्रिंगिंग द इंपॉर्टेंट सेशंस ऑन RBI notifications. So she is there for you. You can watch her video for better understanding. ठीक है जी, of these documents. Now the last thing is, guys, that is the most common query I'm getting is, सब कुछ होने के बावजूद एक चीज रहती है सर, एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन रह गया सर. क्या सर, इतना ज्यादा डाटा होता है, करंट अफेयर रिटेन कैसे होता है? उसके लिए मैं आपको बेसिक ट्रिक्स बताऊंगा, हाउ टू रिटेन करंट अफेयर्स. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल गाइस, करंट अफेयर इज नॉट, इट्स अ वेरी वास्ट टॉपिक, सो इट्स नॉट जस्ट अ सिंगल रीडिंग इज गुड इनफ. नो, at least you should give 2 readings to the documents that you are reading. If you are making your own notes also, then also at least give 2 readings. Then the next point is, start making flashcards. I will be showing you an example here also. Start making flashcards, ठीक है, with respect to the information that you are seeing. Then you can make mind maps, mnemonics you can make, and the most important thing is, guys, practice the MCQs and revise your notes on alternate day. It's the best thing, strategy, that is practice more and more MCQs and revise your notes on alternate day. That's the point how you should retain the current affairs. Let's make a trick number 1. Flashcards क्या होते हैं? For example, इस ईयर की मैं बात करता हूं कि केरला में क्या क्या हुआ। केरला में रिसेंटली अभी कोची मेट्रो ट्रेन जो है वो पहली मेट्रो बनी जिसने के डिजिटल करेंसी पार्किंग जो है वो एक्सेप्ट किया है। Unnati program of Kerala was launched. Kerala Jyoti Awards were launched. So I know the important thing was that Kerala is a state which is highlighted more. So I written a point that is Kerala. I have handpicked all the topics of Kerala here. तो इसका मतलब मैं जब भी alternate day पे रिवाइज करूंगा मुझे पता है केरला में क्या क्या हुआ इन पिछले months में. Then a major event, FIFA World Cup have taken place. So what I have done here, I have noted down all the important information with respect to FIFA here, where it is launched, Golden Award किसको मिला, Golden Glove किसको मिला है, दीपिका पादुकोण भी वहां पे न्यूज में because the first Indian and an artist to unveil the topic here. Next कहां पे होगा, ठीक है जी, कौन सी कंट्री ने क्या अचीव किया है. I have written it everything here. Now I will not be reading the magazine again and again. I will be reading my flashcards here so that I will be revising these on alternate day to understand the better thing here. That's the point, first thing you could do. But the flashcard could not be made on everything. Then comes the second point. That's your mind map. It's a kind of flowchart presentation which makes it easy for you to understand these things one by one. जैसे आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हो, मैंने आपको जीवन ज्योति बीमा योजना बेसिक्स पैरामीटर दैट आई डिस्कस विद यू. यू कैन सी अ प्रॉपर फ्लोचार्ट इज हियर. Launch, nodal ministry, aim, eligibility, key features. So this is how the flowcharts can be made. And if I talk about these mind maps, guys, the documents that we are providing you, we are making it easy for you. We are providing you these mind maps not just in your schemes document. We are providing that document in your schemes reports, your current affairs magazine. This is where you are getting the mind maps here. Okay, so to make it easy for you, a proper flowcharts are being created here. Now after that, the next thing is, अगर ये भी नहीं हो रहा तो इसके बाद एक last strategy है जो कि है make the mnemonics here. Now what actually are mnemonics? Mnemonics is a simple thing here. I give you an example here. I have written a word here that's VIBGYOR. Now if you are watching this video, all of you know VIBGYOR means violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Because when we go to the school, there was one line that the teacher taught us कि VIBGYOR याद रखना, आपको रेनबो नहीं भूलेगा. वही mnemonics आपको बनाने हैं when you are going through some information which should be for you. It's not for everyone, it should be for you. That how you can relate to that. What could be a mnemonic here? जैसे मैं आपको बताता हूँ वाटर सेंसस में ये सारे रैंकिंग्स आई थी. टैंक में किसने टॉप किया है, लेक्स में किसने टॉप किया है, वाटर कंजर्वेशन में किसने टॉप किया है. मैंने इसका सिंपल ट्रिक बनाया. टैंक मैंने बोला अंधा है. That's the thing. That's Andhra Pradesh. You can see here tank is topped by Andhra Pradesh. I said lakes are Tammy. Okay, this is the mnemonic I have made. So lakes are Tammy. Tammy is, you can see behind me, lakes is Tamil Nadu is topped here. Then conservation has to be done at Maha level, at bigger level. That's Maharashtra. You can see behind here. And if I talk about overall of this water census, it was basically topped by West Bengal. So you can see behind me here. वाटर कंजर्वेशन, पानी तालाब वेस्ट में, यानी कि वाटर एंड पॉन्ड्स टॉप्ड बाय वेस्ट बंगाल. सो दिस इज हाउ आई हैव क्रिएटेड अ mnemonic here. So this is how you could retain the current affairs. Okay, so guys, this is all about this lecture where I have tried to address the maximum number of queries that you always have in your mind when you start preparing about the current affairs. So I hope guys now the basic query you always have in your mind are resolved here. And if you have liked this video guys, do subscribe to our YouTube channel and also share the video with your friends. And guys, the most important thing is, for getting the PDF, subscribe to the Telegram channel, the link for which is given in the description below. और अगर फिर भी मन में कोई डाउट है guys, तो we are still here for you. We are conducting an important webinars or workshops with respect to the strategy here. So the link for that is given in the description below. You can go there and register yourself. एंड इफ आई टॉक अबाउट अंची सर वहां पे होंगे, वो आपकी जो भी इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें हैं, जो भी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स हैं, वो आपके वहां पे आके उनके साथ उनको आप वहां पे भी रिजॉल्व कर सकते हो. स्टिल गाइस, if at any point of time you feel you want to discuss anything with respect to current affairs or anything with us, do not hesitate. You can drop me an email at hello@edutap.co.in, or you could even have a call with me on the number 81462 07241. So wishing you all the best for the examination guys. Keep working hard, keep preparing hard. Bye bye.